If you're looking for a new place to live, and you want an affordable place to live, that's the big issue across the country, you're going to want to check out a new online tool that's up on our website today. And here it is. It's a new interactive page. We're going to find out a little bit more about it, but broadly, you can plug in data, numbers like your annual income, where you want to live, how many bedrooms you're looking for, what your price point is, and it will tell you which neighbourhoods are affordable. What kind of a picture does it create of the housing situation in Canada? Well, according to CBC News analysis, less than 1% of rentals are both vacant and affordable for the majority of Canadian renters. That is a very grim statistic, and it's the conclusion that my next guest has reached. Niall Sheeb is a CBC News data journalist. He's behind all of this. What a valuable tool given the climate right now and what we're talking about. Niall, tell us a little bit about the future, not the future, well, we can talk about the future, but the feature right now and what it says about the future for rental affordability, but also people trying to find housing and what does it all show?
Well, for families, for sure, it's getting harder and harder to find two-bedroom homes or larger homes that are both vacant and affordable. For lone parents' family, it's even harder because usually their budget is smaller. But also for minimum wage workers, if you live in a big city and you earn minimum wage and you're looking for a bachelor or a one-bedroom apartment, good luck. It will be very, very difficult for you to find something that you can afford. But there's also vulnerable groups. They are usually at higher risk of homelessness, especially victims of abusive relationships. And when the housing costs are rising, it's more difficult for them to leave their household and find a new place where they will be safe. So housing costs that are increasing can have dramatic consequences for many, many Canadians.
So as this feature looks at housing costs and which markets, which regions of the country are more or less affordable, where would you point people looking maybe to avoid because they are very costly?
Well, for sure, big cities are expensive and they have very low vacancy rates. But right now, the whole country is impacted. For the first time in years, vacancy rates for two-bedroom homes are below 2%. That means that every province right now are faced with a housing shortage. Also, something that we saw happening in the last 5 years is that the rents increased 70% faster than wages across Canada.
So as you look at that situation, and as I mentioned, pretty grim outcomes have become clear through this feature and with the research that you've done, what are the solutions that you think are needed right now?
So it's a supply and demand imbalance right now. For the supply, we need to build more homes, but this will take years. For the demand, the government is also trying to slow down the population growth with quotas on specific visas. But you also have high interest rates and high inflation that are pushing potential buyers to stay as renters. So there's a lot of pressure right now on the rentals stocks, and it will take time to solve that crisis.
Niall Sheeb, thank you so much for all of this. And again, I'll just direct people to the interactive feature. Niall with me this morning. Online, you can, as I mentioned, look at the overall picture, which neighborhoods are more or less affordable for your income, where you'd like to live in the country, and it's all up online for you this morning on our website and on the CBC News app.